Hi guys, how are you? What is this? Oh, that's where the braid started. Okay, I'll let it go, I guess. Oh, well. If you don't see where it says live with numbers and I'm no longer live, it means you need to like and follow the page. I hope everybody is doing well. Give it a few minutes. Oh my gosh, why is all these buttons coming out? I hope everybody's having a good day. The weather has been rainy. I hope everybody's doing well. Once you come in, let's say hi. Let me know you're here. Also to let me know that that Facebook is working okay. You okay, buddy? You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Hello, Miss Lisa. How are you? Welcome. I hope everybody is doing well. I know there's a lot of, I don't know where everybody's at, but where we are, it is storming up. It's been thundering. It's not as wet out as it was yesterday, but hi, Miss Pam. How are you doing? I still love that profile picture. You know, I love that profile picture because it makes me feel like because of learning that you're still in the clear. It's like that whole new picture for some reason. In the light shining behind you, you just look so much lighter and you look so relieved with that. You are very lucky, Miss Lisa. It stormed last night. It just started storming. I thought it was supposed to end at 1. I was like, oh, rain time when I like to go live. But it's not raining anymore. But it's still like thundering and everything like that. So who who knows? Who knows? It's pretty dark out there though. So it's crazy. But I think it's about this time for where we live now, because we're not in the country, but we're closer to like the open country land. So the storms are a little bit more different. I saw my time hop, around this time was like tornado season. Somebody posted a tornado. Um, it's not that close to where we are, but that tornadoes were going and everything. But Miss Pam, that's wouldn't you rather do? But he wasn't providing for you. So as much as you're upset, I remember I thought we were gonna go for another person. Wouldn't you rather him leave than have to pay him all that money that he wanted? You needed a new attorney. Yeah, the weather. Oh, you're lucky, Miss Heather. Miss Heather, did you take our sunshine? Did you give me all of your rain? Miss Heather, I'm so happy that your shows were so successful. And I'm so excited that you're able to go places where they actually, hold up their end of the bargain. When it comes to that, like, don't ever come to, when you visit, if you ever visit me again, don't ever do a show by me in Illinois. When I used to do like all of like that Perfectly Posh and all of that other, all that other stuff, I tried to do some vendor shows. I did Unique with it, even though that didn't last long because my skin did not like Unique. It's just my skin. My skin doesn't like makeup, so that's why I don't wear makeup very often on my lives, because it doesn't. I can wear it once, and it. I don't know what I put stuff on, so it doesn't affect it and it doesn't do anything. But nobody would ever advertise for these shows, and then people would be paying all this money to come in to be part of the vendor. But then I went to so many shows where like nobody showed up, and it was so sad. I'm like, oh my gosh, and then they did these. The one I always remember is nobody came in except for a couple people, and they said they never heard about it. They didn't even know that they saw the balloons, so they came in to see what the balloons were about. And they said, and it was at a middle school, and they said their kids never told them about it. I was like, I was like, you don't even advertise your own middle school? And then they had like these raffles where they did at the end, and it was pretty much everybody who worked at the raffle, like who worked there, all got free stuff, because in order to, like, you paid money to be at the vendor, and then you had to donate something of yours from your thing to be offered into a raffle to help them raise more money. And it was awful. You've done those too? Oh my gosh. After that one, I've never gone back. I never went back. I'm like, oh my gosh. Especially when the lady told me her kids went to that middle school, and they had no flyers out, no nothing. I'm like, why? It was awful. It was like a whole day. It was pretty much like a whole day wasted. And I pulled my mom along for that ride too, because I didn't want to be by myself. It was crazy. It's just crazy. So how is everybody's Monday going? Since you guys are having sunshine where some of you guys are at, Miss PM, I'm happy that you're getting another one. I know it kind of stinks, but I don't think he was on your side. I think he just saw this as a quickie, and he was trying to get it done and over with to move on. I'm happy that he pulled out. Maybe you were too. I think you were too smart for him. You were too smart. Hi, Miss Anna. I feel like you were too smart for him, because you didn't want. You knew what you were worth, and he didn't like that. Did not like that. You would have preferred the rain last week. I don't like rain. I want you to see it as a blessing, okay? Don't see it as anything. I wouldn't see it as anything sad. Because at least you didn't have to, this way also, you didn't have to fire him. Sometimes I wish I had lighter hair. So I like doing braids and everything, but you can never see it with dark hair, and it makes me sad. I need to go back to my hairdresser and get some more color put back into it. Sometimes, Miss Karen, I do that when spirit tells me to. I try to balance it. Try to balance it. I'm excited for you, Miss Pam. I did an Elsa braid. My hair was so poofy. This is probably the best Elsa braid I think I've done in a long time. I don't know how I did it, but I did. This weather. And Leo is just so distraught with the weather these last few days. He does not like rain. Hi, Miss Paula. How have you been? I take it. Sometimes I take a while to give it some time. So I know sometimes I fluctuate with time, and then I know some people have different lunch breaks and stuff. But I had time. I wanted to come on and see how you guys were doing. I am happy you are doing good, my dear. I hope everything is going well. Hi, Miss Kathy. How are you? How are you doing, Miss Kathy? Miss Kathy, do you have nice weather where you are? Paula, how's your weather? I like hearing about all your guys' sunshine because it's really icky outside. I don't think Lily's going to have softball tonight. I'm assuming not. Good. I'm expecting a phone call, or not phone call, an email. Or I would think. I don't know. They rescheduled it. Well, that's good. Sounds good, love. They were supposed to. My kids were supposed to have an Alice drill today, and I was all nervous about it because of the weather. But they said they're not. They just sent an email saying that they're not doing it today. I was like, oh my gosh, all those kids running outside. Or running, I don't know where I don't know anything about that, but whatever they do with this weather, I was hoping they would cancel it. Does anybody have kids young that have to deal with, not, I hate saying deal, but have to go through like the Alice drills and everything? They sent an email out for us and showing like the book that they're going to read the kids and stuff, and it made me cry because it just makes me so sad seeing what kids today like just going through it and knowing my kids, like Isabel doesn't do strangers whatsoever, but Lily, I always say she's like that sweet, and she's so angelic because she understands that there's bad people out there, but her thing is always like, why do they do it? Like she understands it, but she never understands why people do certain things. So I was really nervous with the weather being as crappy as it is, and then throwing that on top, like her empathy. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but since she's so heightened, I'm just like, oh my god, that child's gonna be a mess. Oh, Miss Paula, that is so exciting. I don't know, like, and I don't know why it wasn't even the full book, but it just broke. It made me sad. It made me sad seeing that, knowing that my kids have to like really learn this, because I don't remember doing that at school. So, but I don't know. And I always feel bad for the kindergartners, because I know Isabel didn't like it last year, especially the first one. Like, she said that it was really hard on her, but I don't know. I like the ones who actually start after Labor Day. Oh, Miss Kathy. I love this. So, Miss Kathy, I just looked at your cards. I was talking because I didn't look. Miss Kathy, look what we're starting off with. We are starting off with the Two of Cups. And I love it, because Two of Cups is coming in and telling me that I'm hearing that song, like, to become one. Who was that? I don't remember who sang that song. But anyways, I like this because this is showing me my heart feels so full right now. My heart, your heart chakra is so full, Miss Kathy. I don't feel the cords anymore. I usually feel like a cord. I feel like you have freed yourself. And you know what it reminds me of? Like, as I connect with this, like, I know you're probably going to tell me you haven't seen it yet, and you're probably sick of me telling you to see all these Disney movies. But we're going to do one more. I really like the real, I'm going to say the real life Aladdin, the new Aladdin, not the cartoon one. I like the new Aladdin because I like how much they give her a voice, and how they they give her, like, show that power. I like it for the culture. I like it for women in general, and for her as herself, as who she is. So what I'm seeing the part where, like, I lost it. Let me think. No, I'm doing the part where she kind of gets in the way, where she decides what she, like, how she stands up for herself. She just doesn't marry any of the rulers. And, like, she's very fixated on finding the one. She's fixated on finding the right person. And I feel like that's why this card is coming up. And you have the Seven of Cups next to it. Like, it makes me feel like that no matter what options, what opportunities, there's like every person who comes into her life can lead us into a new path, or lead us this way, or take us on this adventure, or take us wherever. But I feel like they're saying that since we're in a place now where we're stress-free, that with the opportunity that is presented to us, they want you to know. I just feel like they want you to know that it's okay to go in whatever direction you feel is best. I don't know. I kind of feel like you're Jasmine right now from that movie. Like, I could feel it so much. There's a lot of emotions, but I feel like there's a lot of different emotions, because they don't want you to. I don't know, because I feel like you have the ability to make the choices, but they're saying that you don't have to see exactly where it's going to lead you down. That they want you to make a decision and go with it, seeing where it takes you, seeing what one choice can lead you to. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that this is supposed to show you, and they're saying to take it easy, take it slow, because they're showing me that they don't want you to get burnt out. I know this for me. The Eight of Pentacles. I see the pictures. I never see what the cards say. The Eight of Pentacles for me, it pulls into work, but everything can kind of be work in a way. But they're saying with this, they don't want you to give up once something hits, because they want you to remember who you are, to stay grounded. We know how to work hard. So that's why they don't want you to burn yourself out, and they don't want you to get distracted by what somebody says. Does that make sense? Is there a lot of talking, is this new one like to talk? Because I feel like they want I don't know. I just feel like whatever this is with this opportunity, they're saying to take it slow, don't seek any shortcuts, stay grounded. And I don't feel, and they're saying they want you to watch your, I don't know why, but I'm hearing watch your emotions. I feel like the next adventure is supposed to go really slow. Um, and I don't feel like they're saying they want it to go slow because it's not the right one or he's a bad person or this or that, but I'm hearing it has to do something, and they're saying it has to do with your protection, your boundaries, your limits, like you honoring yourself to know, how far you want to go and when you want to go a little bit further is what I'm hearing. Because you've done, I'm here because you don't want to go backwards. They're saying she doesn't deserve to go backwards, and she doesn't deserve to go through any of this again. So it's better for you. And I feel like we talk about that a little bit yesterday? Like, I know sometimes we can have our guard really up high. I'm really good at that too. When it comes to people, they're saying they want you to be able to have your boundaries and have your limits, but they don't want you to also be like, oh, I'm not dealing with that and run away. I just feel like they want you to take it slow and see exactly where it goes. Yes, and I feel like this has to be something slower too than normal, just because, and to me, if at the end of the day, no matter how slow it goes, it's just the way it works out. And it doesn't matter how long it takes or whatever, because one of the girls that I used to teach cheerleading to, which when we were younger, I didn't realize how close in age she was to me, because she's only about like 5 years younger than me. But when we were younger, it was a huge difference. But when she was, I don't know, sophomore, junior, she started dating this. I think she was a junior, dating this guy. They broke up. They've gotten back together. They've broken up. They've been together since she's been like a junior. I think she just turned 30, and they just got married. You know, they just got married, and they've been together for most of their life. And then me and my husband, we got married before I think we were even together for 2 years. So everybody is different. But I just feel like with all that you have learned and gone through, they just want you to make sure your boundaries stay up. And I feel like it's inside of you too. They want you to really feel and listen to your intuition. Exactly. That's why I feel like they want you to listen to your intuition and making sure that this is something that we can build on, something that we can eventually see that there is goodness, that we can move forward, that this is the direction that we want, because they're saying the pace that you're going, the places you're going, you're staying focused and you're going in the right direction, and you have your loved ones flying above you. They're just making me feel like we have balanced so much, that you've balanced the karma, you've balanced the issues, you've released them, you know your truth, you've learned how to come through it because you've listened to spirit, your loved ones, and yourself. I just feel like with the separate, I love this. So I heard with the separation that we finally unplugged, it gave us the ability to get abundance. So these cards are showing me that since we stayed on track, we let go of what we needed to, we released what we needed to, we listened, and once we finally let go, spirit finally was like, I hear you, I see you, and gave you a gift. But they're saying with this gift, I just feel like they want you to take it slow. I feel like this one is totally different though. Did it ever? I feel like what I'm hearing this one won't. Okay, I don't know if he's more stubborn, but I feel like, I feel like he has, I feel like he's more, I don't have, let me see. I feel like this one knows who he is. I know what he knows, what he doesn't want to do. He has his boundaries, and he has his, I feel like you guys have similarities, but I feel like it's different. I'm trying to figure out how to explain. Like, I feel like he's grounded. He knows what he wants, even though he went through a hard time. But I feel like he's not gonna. I'm gonna say as maybe. I don't mean this in a bad way though. I don't know how to explain. I just don't feel like he's gonna be as soft as Joe. Um, I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know. I feel like his mind and his placement is different. I don't feel like that makes sense. And I don't want to make it seem like Joe, like that he isn't going to be as loving and do things for you. I just feel like his love language might be different. He may be doing things. Okay, I'm happy when you guys understand me, because I didn't want to make it sound like he was like a drill sergeant, or he was like not going to show anything. I just feel like it's like he's more like, I don't want to say that. I don't know. I just feel bad saying things sometimes. Like, he knows who he is. He knows what he wants. Where somebody else didn't, just kind of went with whatever because that's what he's used to. I feel like this one's more, as much as he may not feel as healed, I feel like he's more in a better place. Um, we did get a lot of cups though. Okay, so with the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, I feel like this is saying as you're grounding yourself, you're holding your ground, things are expanding. They're reminding you that they don't want. I just feel they don't want you to feel overwhelmed. I just feel overwhelmingness. Don't Okay, as you're growing and expanding, as you guys are getting to know each other, it just makes me feel like they don't want you to feel like you have to what's the word? I'm trying to think of it. I don't know. I feel like you don't have to make choices as hard as you think you do. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying to think of what makes sense. Okay, as you're growing, expanding, as you guys do get to know each other, okay, that makes more sense. They're saying they don't want you to make sure that they don't want you to think, but if I make this choice, what happens if this doesn't work? Any fears of any choices you make, they don't want you to have. They want you to make the choices that feels the best, the most comfortable, the best comfortable. I don't know which way they want to say this. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, that I don't know. They make me just feel like with this next step, they want you to really do I'm just gonna, what's best for you, because you have such a big heart that I know that you do make sure everybody else is taken care of, but I feel like that's not what they want you to do this time. I got you, Miss Heather. I was trying to find the right words for Miss Kathy, and I don't know if it was working or not. Um, didn't feel like it was. Yeah. Oh, his culture is different. Okay, so that makes sense too. That makes sense when I'm saying he's not as as soft. Like, I just felt total difference. Like, I didn't know if it was just different lives, different perspectives, but that kind of makes sense too. Because I just felt like there was something completely different that he wasn't gonna be like. And I couldn't, because I don't, the way I see things, I do see color, I do see that. But when it comes to people, I don't always see that, because I feel sometimes they either come in and they show me, or I just feel the energy, or their energy flies through and flies out. I don't know. It comes in all different directions. And I don't want him to lead the way, and I don't want him to think he's in control, but I think he needs, I feel like what would work best is if he I just feel like this one needs to really prove this is where he wants. This is where, like, this is what he wants. I feel like the more that he proves and does certain things, it'll make it easier for you guys to connect more too. Welcome, Charmaine from Ireland. I love it. I have some Irish in me. My husband has some Irish in him. Our girls are mostly Irish. So I would have loved to go see Ireland. I would love to go see anything right now. I would like to go see anything right now. That would just be awesome. Hoping one day we'll be able to take a vacation to escape. Ooh, okay. Ooh. I think I like that, Miss Kathy. Take it slow, though. I feel like with this one, they want you to set the pace, but I feel like he has to prove. I don't know if that makes sense. That's what I'm hearing. He has to. I just feel like, and I feel like he will. Just take it easy. I love it. Oh, I have to sneeze. Miss Heather, do you want anything on your reading or whatever spirit has to tell you? I just feel like you're supposed to, with this one, they just want you to be in total control. Body. I feel like a lot of your cards, Miss Kathy, was like releasing emotions and stuff like that. So I don't want to say they don't want you to get emotionally attached, but they don't want you to get attached right away. They want you to find that balance, is what I feel like. I threw a card at you, handsome. I'm sorry. Miss Charmaine, readings are $20 USD. You can get mediumship or you can get cards. Thank you for not eating my cards, Leo. Leave it up to spirit today. That card was obvious meant to be. I'm happy that I do that for you, Miss Kathy. I love doing readings for you. Okay, we're going to do cards first, Miss Heather, and then we will do mediumship. If I can stop throwing the cards everywhere. Cards are flying. I don't know. For some reason, it's just easier for me to do that. What are you brewing up, Miss Heather? Did you get like creative ideas, or did you? I don't know. For some reason, I'm really pulled towards these two cards with all the. I don't know if you can see it in this one. Like I can't. Like I feel like you can't. I don't know if it's just my screen, but I see orange in the sky. To me, on the screen, maybe it's. I thought maybe it was because of this card. The orange is pulling to me, so that sacral is pulling towards me a lot. And that's like your that's where your creativity. I know that's sexuality too, but I feel like it has to do with your creativity. I'm just gonna go intuitively right now because I'm hearing all of this. I don't know. I just hear. That's what I hear. I hear our sacral. I feel like I feel like your root chakra is pretty pretty strong too. Have you been getting maybe we're just going to come, I hope we don't, I feel like we're going to combine a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I was hearing our foundation is better too. With trusting, I feel like something has raised our vibration with trusting. Awesome. That's why I'm like, although I can't. I didn't know, that's why I was like, I don't know, because sometimes my screen looks different than your guys' screen too. I don't know why. I still think it's really weird that happens. But all I see is the orange sky behind them, and then when I showed you, I was like, wow, that does not look orange. But then I just felt all the orange. I could feel it in your sacral, and they want you to know that they don't, that this card doesn't even go with what I was talking about, but I heard that and I could feel it. So with this, why did this came out twice? Let me see what this came in. Okay, new jars. Was there certain things that maybe that didn't sell as much as you wanted to? Is there like a style or something? Because they don't want you I see with this card is whatever didn't work or whatever happened, they're saying they don't want you to take it out on yourself. They don't want you to get into your mind. They want you to release it. I'm hearing that there's no room for sabotaging yourself. There's no room for thinking, or being, I don't know. I don't feel like we're being stubborn, but I just feel like, if we are being stubborn, it would be maybe something that we like making or something that we like doing that didn't work this year or isn't working. But they want you to listen to your intuition and follow what's best. And I feel like when you do your creative ideas and when you set your boundaries and you listen to your whole self, I'm hearing it pushes out any negativity. It pushes out anything that holds you back. And it makes me feel like the more that we set our own ways and decisions, it really puts it out there and it shows our love. The 16-ounce soy candles. Because we got, like, with all this, like, I don't know, like, your creativity is really balanced too. Like, I just, they're pulling me right into, like, your sacral. And I keep hearing your root chakra too with the red. Did you sell more things too outside of your comfort zone, Miss Heather? Or like not sell things out. I hope you know what I meant. I meant, like, were there some things that you did that you didn't know how they were going to do and they sold really good? Like, I feel like your creativity is what people lean towards sometimes, especially when they think they're edible. As Heather makes such beautiful candles, guys, people always think they're food. That's how awesome she is. I could read these cards in many different ways too. And when it comes to relationship, Miss Heather, is your heart and head are you still fighting with your heart and your head too? Because this is also coming at me like, we're being stubborn. We're trying to, don't hold yourself back. They don't want you to think the way you did maybe a year ago. Love it. See, they made me feel like that there was certain things you didn't think that were gonna go and they just flew. And I'm reading these cards different. I see it as they don't want you in your head. They want you to just let things be one day at a time. Know who you are. Show yourself off, that confidence, believing in yourself and how much love you are, because I feel like that's what balances your head and your heart too, is with these. I see that too. I feel like you have some same emotions when it came to your fair and when it comes to love. So excited. They were really cute. I thought they looked really good. I love seeing your pictures, and I love that everything's pink too. It's my absolute favorite. Me and Isabel would definitely sit with you in that pinkness all day. I love it. I'd also like to sit with you just to hear all the things that everybody says too. I love watching your posts when you the customer of the day said this, the customer of this. It just makes me laugh. uh, okay, I feel like we're still talking about your business. Okay. I feel like we talked about this. Okay. I might be wrong, but remind me if I'm wrong. Is it the gel candles that we didn't do this year because they were really expensive? Which one was really expensive? That makes sense. That makes sense. More sense why that card came out twice. They don't want you to think that way anymore. And then they always prove you wrong. Okay, I was seeing it, and then I'm like, okay, what was it? I know these cards probably make no sense with it, but that's what I was hearing. Um, so what I'm hearing when it comes to the gel candles is the gel candles too something that you can, is that another thing where you can be more creative with? I don't know anything about candles unless you tell me. Because what I'm feeling like is I feel like we have a lot of mixed emotions. I know you said the prices raised, there it was really, really expensive. But they're also making me feel like if we ground, we release the emotions, we talk with the universe, we talk with spirit about finding, and I'm hearing researching, which I'm sure you already know everything that you need to know about candles, but I feel like if we research, we watch, I don't even know if it's like YouTube videos. I know people, I know I'm not really getting too much of a fit. I'm only liking the people that I already follow on TikTok because things are popping up on TikTok that I never asked to see or want on my For You page. And I'm like, but if you search things pop up and they're really cool because I like watching softball drills, we like watching ballet. I like some of the comedians and stuff like that that have their thing. But I'm hearing if we research, we may be able to find a balance between and it has to be a balance within us because we are going to have to take a moment and pause and decide how we can grow, but I feel like we're going to have to go outside of our comfort zone. But I'm hearing something about researching that if we research, there may be, you may be able to use your gel candles, but then you may be able to find, maybe you won't have to use as much gel in one candle and you can use another ingredient that will balance it out. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I heard with these cards because I was hearing research that we need to release the fear, which, and then with the Seven of Pentacles, that we don't want to lose our money on it because of it being so expensive. They're saying that this is just something that we're gonna have to get out of our comfort zone about. It does? Okay. I'm like, I don't even know if this makes sense. I don't know anything about making candles. I do know there where we used to live. I think where you came and visit me. There's a candle place somewhere around there. Everybody always says it's a candle place, and the smell of candles, like the candle making, it always smelled like candy outside. That was like my favorite thing about where we used to live was the smell outside. It smelled so good. Yeah. Okay. Well, the only thing I'm getting with these cards is to release the emotions, release anything that's making you feel trapped. If there's anything that you've been doing in a routine that isn't making you happy or isn't making things easier, that our knowledge, our wisdom, our belief is more important. So that could be what we were talking about when, we hope for the best but expect the worst. I get into that too. They want you to release that more. They want you to remember that no matter what comes in your head, that at the end of the day that you know better. You do know better. Perfect. Yeah, because I felt like all of that was about candles. Because I could that makes sense too when I first said like the orange and your steak roll with all of that. There's so I felt so much creativity coming to life and seeing things. And as crazy as some of those customers may be, as I said a couple days ago, I'm like, that's your dad coming through and just being there. I feel like it is your dad. And it could be things that may, even though some of them, I love reading those. Some of them may be way out, but it could be Spirit's way. It could be the way of them helping you get ideas. So when they tell you crazy things or they ask you crazy things, if they're at some point, it could be something. And I lost my pen. I wanted to see if it was on the right computer. It could be something worth um, writing down and experimenting with, is what I'm hearing. Welcome, Juan. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. I know it sounds really crazy. But some of their ideas, I think one of my favorites was let's see. I like this one. I'm gonna go to your Facebook because it was funny. Because Spirit must be wanting me to bring it up because I thought it was so funny. I think it's funny because I could see myself having my own conversation. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, the jars of pudding. I thought that was hilarious. With the first girl, do you want any candles? Where are they? Right there. Those aren't candles. They're jars of pudding. You're an idiot. I love that because that would be something like I know a few people that I would have a conversation with like that. Hi, Miss Jen, how are you? So I laughed extremely hard at that, Miss Heather. I thought that was hilarious. I was dying. Um I wish I was there to see it because I could see like how a conversation like that would go with girls, but I thought it was hilarious. I laughed extremely hard on that. And that's when you have a true friend who can call you an idiot like that. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. That made me laugh so hard. But like stuff like that, like the pudding, like her, like even though it sounds dumb, but maybe that's something to look into. Maybe there'll be jars and people who like pudding, that could be something creative to make, like chocolate pudding and stuff like that. And since you're really good at being creative, you can make like a strawberry cheesecake one and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like though, even if some of them are really dumb, I feel like they come out for a reason. Um, your mom's coming in and said something. Did somebody say something about a hand lotion once? She wants to keep going. She she found her way. I don't know. Oh, that's perfect. See, your mom knows. I knew your mom was telling me all of this. She always does. Your mom likes helping you with all of this stuff. I saw it. It just looked really cool because I saw you getting creative. Yeah, she's showing me something with like lotion and stuff like that. I don't know. Did we talk about that once before? I don't know. I'm trying to remember what, because like I see lotion, like I don't know. I don't know if that would be too weird, but like she's showing me like certain jars you can make it look like lotion, but I don't know how that would even work because I feel like some people might actually think it's lotion. Is what I worry about. I don't know. Um okay, Miss Heather, do you remember that candle video that I tagged you in? Your mom has it on my wall. The creative, I know you're creative. I know you can create things and stuff like that. But she's showing me if we can make one. She's showing me that she wants you. She's saying just one. Like she's saying just do one. She wants you to find something. And I'm just gonna throw this out here because I know it's never. I feel like this is something that's not, I don't know. It could go out of style, but it's not right now. It like kind of like I think that video was kind of geared also towards Harry Potter, like a Harry Potter with some like something like that. Even if it was gosh, even if it was like a suitcase with an owl sitting on top of it, and then having the like the wax, or not the wax, whatever the string is called, in a form of a wand, in the form of a wand. I'm just throwing whatever out there. But she showed me if we have just one piece, she's saying, and if we price it right and we pick the right theme, she's saying like she wants you to have it at a higher price, but there's only going to be one like it, and that it could be advertised that this isn't a one of a kind. There's only one, and with that and having it at a certain price, she makes me feel like if somebody buys that one, it could be something that also helps. Like, and then if you sell out more of your other candles, then all those other candles would be a profit. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what she showed me. Because she showed me even if you make it like, let's say if it costs $75 and she made here, I don't do math. Let's see. She's saying if it, I know 75 sounds a lot, but it's going to be expensive. 75. And then she said if you even make it like, make the piece look like $150 worth, like she's showing me the right thing that will sell no matter what, whatever price you want to put at it. But she makes me feel like if, even though it's going to cost, but if you could find a price where it could equal out to what you paid out, you'd get back and then profit on other things, she's saying that it might help. I don't know. It makes a little sense. I don't know. Because she's showing me that if we have one big one, that it could help in a way. It could help us. And I feel like it would make you stand out. She's saying that but just don't do anything. She's saying that if you write themes will sell, like Harry Potter. Even if you make a cute little baby Yoda head, I'm sure that somebody would come and sell and buy that. They probably wouldn't burn it. There's probably people like my mom. My mom has so many like sunflowers and certain candles that she buys and she's never burned before because they're too pretty to burn. Like that's something that people may not ever burn because it's so cool looking and it's so unique. Like she's just showing me like with certain things, if you find the right thing, it can do it. I know I never watched Star Wars, was not something in my house. But I like sci-fi, but I just have never gotten into that type of stuff. But like I know Baby Yoda is very popular still. Like even just making that would probably be something like just to make a small baby head and have that at a higher price. I'm sure it would sell out, but it would also help you with budgeting, if that makes sense. Even if it's not that big. Even if you just make like the owl from Harry Potter. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's what she's showing me. She's showing me if you do like things that people are into, I feel like it will help. Miss Heather, have you gone shopping lately, or have you thought about going shopping? Your mom's showing me a change in in a wardrobe. Have you changed the way you've been dressing? What has changed with your wardrobe? I know that's really, they go from one thing to another. I'm sorry. We're going from here to there. If anybody else donates for a reading, let me know. I don't always see it with mediumships. I think my girl stole my marker. I don't know. She's showing me like a wardrobe change. It still must have been playing at my desk. I love it. She showed me that. She showed me like a wardrobe change. She was showing me that we went, like, she showed me new clothes. It made me like, I don't know. She was showing, you may not, that's so funny because she was showing me like a dress, but then I was seeing like this swerve going around and then it was changing. So she was showing me that you got new clothes and she says she likes them. And she's saying that your mindset is so much lighter. Like she's telling me that her mind is so much lighter. And I'm seeing feathers flying down. Have you been finding feathers, Miss Heather? Like I'm seeing feathers flying down. I see a feather sitting. I know it sounds really weird, but she's showing me a feather like laying across your head. And I feel like even though like the worst sometimes comes in our head, but she's showing me that it's not there as much, that things have been a lot lighter, like in your mind and your surroundings. Has this been since your surprise visit? I'm so excited. Oh, I love it. That must be why she was swirling it for me. I love it. I love it. Yeah, because like she had it swirling. I love it. I don't remember what I just said too now. I'll have to wait and see what you say because I don't remember what I was talking about. I got hit in the head yesterday at the fair with a feather. I love it. See, I love when your parents come in, Miss Heather. That the feather. I've totally forgot. See, I didn't even remember what we were talking about. They come in and they know I feel comfortable with them, so they just come in and say things sometimes, like straight from them. Like especially if I do a reading for anybody, and if I don't have any idea what I just said, that wasn't me saying it. That was spirit channeling coming in me and through me and giving you guys a message. Because I totally didn't even know what we were talking about until you said your feather. The Bolton Fair looked like an angel was killed in my spot with all the white fluffy feathers every single day. I love it. Yeah, she was showing me feathers and I kept seeing one on your head. So that must have been a gift from your mom. And I love that. Let's see what that means for you. My computer knows me so well. White feathers are used to cleanse the energy of objects and people and are tools that are used to cleanse the aura and chakras. Ooh, I like that. So that makes sense too. That was your mom coming in and trying to clear your mind of all of thinking the worst. She was showing you that there was nothing to worry about, that this is a clean slate. This is your time. I love it. I don't know. And I feel like I just feel like that I could feel it in your head. Where are you going, handsome? Oh, look at this that just popped up. It says, finding a white feather floating down in front of you means someone wants to bring you some much needed love and peace. That person may be a loved one in spirit or even a being from a higher realm and an archangel. But the symbolism behind this gesture is one of love, kindness, and unity. I love it. There you go. It was your mom bringing you peace, and with her showing it on the head, she was trying to bring you a peace of mind, knowing that you're going to be taken care of, that you will be okay. I love that. Those were all from your mom. Maybe every negative thought, and maybe every like, oh, this isn't going good, she brought you a feather. Spirit does things like that for me too. I try not to get into those, but sometimes it's hard. I'm human too, and I have my moments. But when I have one of those thoughts, Spirit always comes in and gives me, the clarity and, the nudge that I need to know that I'm okay, that I am protected. Because sometimes that happens. Did you have so random? Did you have your own fans with you, Miss Heather? Why is she showing me like fans blowing? On the days that it wasn't raining, was it really hot? She makes me feel like you need to have like those little tiny fans to get some smells out. Do you like have little fans set up that helps make the smells go and attract people? I feel like the sense of smell. She's saying she like those little clippy things, the little clippy fans. I don't know. I thought that was really random. You had a pedestal fan last night. I don't know. She showed me a fan, and I just felt like this total like I felt the breeze this way, even though the fan's over there. I thought it was funny. That's cool. Never even heard of those. I might have to invest in one of those for softball games. Um, I love it. Yeah, I was just hearing like the sense of smell. The more smell that you can get out. Okay. Um, are we still planning on do we still have the plans on going away? Are you guys still going away together? Or having that weekend or something? Because she's showing me you getting out of your comfort zone when it comes to that. And she's showing me that it's going like she's showing me that battle then again with your head and your heart with that. But she showed me that your heart's gonna win, and she wants to remind you to let your heart win. Okay. She wants you to know that it's just gonna make the bond stronger, and it's gonna let you see where you like. We always question. Sometimes we don't always, but I feel like it's gonna make the bond stronger. It's gonna make you know where you're at in this life and everything like that. Like I see that in that way. Um, she's saying with that weekend, she doesn't want she's as she pushes your dad away and tells him to cover his ears. She's saying she doesn't want you to hold back as much as you normally would. She's saying that this could be a time where you can truly see. I know he's good at telling you, but she's making me feel like she wants you to also allow him to show you, even though the surprise visit was amazing. That's a big open thing. I just feel like that weekend, she just makes me feel like she wants you to be open enough to let him show you. Okay. I feel like we need to see the little. I think that weekend could be about like the little things because I know he's done a lot of big things. She makes me feel like there's some little things that will help. Um, Miss Heather, have you ever seen? I don't. Have you seen the proposal with I think Ryan Reynolds? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I knew that name. Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock and what's her name? Can't believe I knew his name, but I can't think of Betty White's name. I could. I'm like I saw her face, but I couldn't think of her name to save my life. Um, it just was not coming to my brain. Okay. Oh, because he won't be in uniform. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Okay. I don't know the whole like the I feel like your Grammy's coming in, and I know they called her like Betty White was Grammy I believe in that movie, and I feel like your Grammy's coming in, and I feel some of like that character's energy. Like your Grammy just seems so excited for this, and she just but like it's funny because I hear the part like where she's like they're pushing them to get married that weekend, and they're like, no, it's your 95th birthday or 96th birthday or something. She's like, I've already had 95 birthdays. They're like I want she's like I want to see this, and they're like no, and she's like before I'm dead, and then they give her like a thumbs up. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. Maybe you need to go watch the movie. I know it's on Peacock for free for a little bit longer. I don't know if you have Peacock. I know it's leaving soon, and I'm sad because I think the movie's hilarious. Like, there's one scene that's hilarious, and if you watch it, you'll know exactly what it is. Um, I don't know. She just pulls me in there, and I feel like that scene's coming up because she's saying your Grammy is telling you that she wants you to experience things outside of your comfort zone too. She's saying just allow it to go wherever it goes. I don't know if that makes sense. And I'm not trying to be gross or do anything like that, but I just feel like she wants you. I don't know. I feel like the women in your life just want you to be able to get all of the needs that you want in a relationship, that they want you to be able to see that you can check it off. Like I feel they have so much love for you that they want you to they want you to get everything that you deserve, you know, and not allow the fear or anything like that hold you back from it. Um Leo, are you okay? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, Daddy's not home yet. Go look out the window. Maybe he's coming home. Daddy will be home soon. Go look for Dada. Oh, okay. So that because I was only seeing that part of the movie. She was like before because it always makes me laugh. She's like before I'm dead, and they're like yes, yes. It just that part makes me laugh because she's so sweet, and then she like kind of snaps, and then she's nice again. Yes, and that's what they're coming. Like I feel so much love with that too. And I'm happy that you took that the right way. Is there a playground by your house, Miss Heather? Did you used to go? I don't know if this is a memory or something else, but they're showing me you on a swing and you swinging. So when I see the swing, and I've seen you swing back and forth, and then I'm seeing the oceans, and then I'm seeing like an ocean coming in and out, and they make me feel. Is this kind of like how sometimes our emotions, how we feel when with certain things too? Like sometimes we feel in control, and then everything's just kind of out of whack, or we don't know how we want to feel. I love it. Yeah, because I was seeing you swinging, and then I started hearing things too. They were showing me you little on a swing and stuff like that. That sounds like all of they were there because like I saw that as a memory, but then I was hearing it as like, and then I could feel like that feeling that you feel when you're older. I'm sure I know I didn't feel it when I was younger, but when I was like now, like that motion sickness feeling that we get when you go on swings. Because we went to a festival and I made my husband go on the merry-go-round with our daughter because I knew I did not want to feel dizzy and I didn't feel like getting sick, so I let him do it.
What?
I said that too because I knew he was coming in here. The merry-go-round. Hi Dawn. So I just felt that, and then the waves going in and out, like the emotions. I feel like that too. Whatever we were saying about that. I just wanted to bug him and say, because I knew he was going to walk in here. Handsome boy. But the things they're saying is that with you recognizing those feelings and those emotions, that it will help. That's when they want you to remember to ground and to release those. I feel like that was also a moment to show you when maybe when they want you to ground and take more control of yourself too, to release those, and that's a sign of releasing the negativity and stuff like that. Did you have any questions for them, Miss Heather? Miss Dawn, if you would like a reading, my dear, I have time to do one more. If you would like, you can get tarot and intuitive messages for $20, or you can talk to a loved one for $20. Miss Heather's reading was longer because Miss Heather did both. I know sometimes people ask, but and you could always do both too. You are very welcome, my love. I love when your parents come through. It makes me so excited. It makes me so excited. You are welcome, my dear. Okay, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. I don't think I missed anybody. I may put up a small special today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If you need anything, shoot me a message.